Welcome back to 8-Bit Critique. I'm Captain Paul. This is Fajardo. What's going on there, Fajardo?
Nothing much, working, doing everyday stuff.
Yeah, as you clearly see, my fellow chain smoker here. Too many packs a day. Unfortunately, too many packs a day is why Goon will not be here today. Unfortunately, he was preoccupied gooning and smoking, so he's not going to be able to attend. So,
How you call it? Shouts out to Goon. He's still recovering from his COVID situation. We hope to get him back on the show very soon. So,
yeah, prayers up for Goon. So, let's get right into it. We're going to be going an Upchurch track. We've heard one track from him before, and this is more of a recent track. This was released about 2 weeks ago, 12 days ago. So, yeah, a little under 2 days, 2 weeks ago. So, let's go. Superstar Upchurch. Let's go.
Hey.
Church. I pull up the Aldines. I go through the side door. Ghost in the saloon, security opening up my phantom door. They wishing I didn't know my word. Shit, tell them bitches keep wishing till the fucking wishbone hurt. Hit the strip like a boss with an entourage. Holla boys, we gon' drown out the downtown noise. All my ex-girls got my digits. All my old schools push start ignition. The courthouse like a Walmart to me, cause I'm in that mug on a weekly basis. Have a
It's unfortunate we don't have Goon here for this lyrics because I feel like there's a lot of, but all jokes aside. But, I mean, what do you think of thus far? The beat?
The beat is kind of fire. I ain't gonna lie. I fucks with the beat. He's flowing pretty decently on the beat so far. Obviously, when you talk about Walmart in a song, though, your lyrics is kind of...
Yeah. See, I mean, we'll see. I think thus far he's flowing pretty good on it. I mean, I don't know if it's because he's a Southern boy type thing. That's why he's mentioning Walmart, but... I mean, let's keep going.
I have noticed that, like, a lot of, like, Southern rappers, somewhere, somehow, always end up mentioning Walmart here and there. And, hey, it's not a knock. It's just, like, it really does play, like, in an area where there's a lot of nothing, it does play a big role. Walmart is the thing.
Yeah, it's the big thing, bro. That's their Empire State Building. Let's go.
Degree at the DMV. Shout out my folks in Davidson. Once a local, now powerhouse from a local, they ain't gon' take it. I ain't a superstar, I ain't a rolling stone. I'm greater than that, they know it's facts, I'm one of the chosen ones. I ain't a superstar, I ain't a rolling stone. I'm greater than that, and they know it's facts, I'm one of the chosen ones. I ain't a superstar, I ain't a rolling stone. I'm greater than that, they know it's facts, I'm one of the chosen ones. I ain't a superstar, I ain't a rolling stone. I'm greater than that, they know it's facts, I'm just reminding these hoes.
Alright, so what did you think of the chorus there?
Well, I think he went one too many times with it. I think twice would have been enough, but 3 times, a little much, but I mean, it ain't bad.
No.
It's kind of catchy, the whole I ain't a superstar, and then he flowed good on the beat, so, and and I have to say this, right, because obviously we've done 21 Savages quite a few times. It's almost upsetting because 21 Savages has bars, but his delivery is horrible, right?
Yeah.
And see, like, this guy, he doesn't really have, like, crazy bars or anything like that, but at least his delivery, you can tell the difference. Like, with 21 Savages, it would have just been the same, voice, no up or down on the vocals. So, I mean, at least you can differentiate between his verse and the chorus.
Yeah, the one thing I think the bars aren't bad. I think they're probably, like, average to above average with Upchurch. But the way he flows on the beat and the way he kind of, like, his performance is very good usually. Yeah. I'll agree with the chorus. I think if we put that twice, that perfect.
Yeah.
3 times, you're kind of pushing it, but I think for the sake of this song, it's not like the 21 Savage where it was like 20 times. It felt like it was so
yeah.
repetitive.
Yeah, it wasn't horrendous, but one time less, it would have been a little bit better. But hey, you know what? It wasn't horrendous at 3, so.
Let me go back a few seconds ago.
Better than that, they no specs, I'm just reminding these hoes. That Bubba got the game on lock, okay? Don't compare me to a so alive today, cause they ain't even touching my last year's wave. They cruising these roads that I help pay. Make a Broadway girl when I walk this way. Hop in the truck, be my DJ. And they better skip every motherfucker I hate, or they getting kicked out like an Uber with no pay. They wanna sue me while I'm on tsunamis. I didn't fondle, so they ain't too fond of me. Got the magic stick like a black wand on me. And I win so much they really want me to leave. Stone, baby, tell them I don't need a beat. Vision clear cause it's being filmed by beat. Who want the smoke cause we all looking cheap. Fuck everybody, y'all can all get it.
So, I mean, nothing like earth-shattering kind of with these lyrics and stuff like that. Kind of just, like a lot of bravado and stuff like that. Performed really nicely, though. Like,
Yeah, I mean, he switched the flow like 3 times in that verse. In one of them, like, when he made the switch, you kind of thought he lost his footing on the beat. But then you saw it catch up, like, as he got a little bit further in. So it wasn't bad. It was it was a little bit of an awkward transition, but it wasn't bad at all.
No, I think it kind of just it went pretty smooth, and like I said, with the when it comes to substance with the lyrics and stuff like that, more kind of like a little bit of bravado, a little bit of kind of telling the industry where it is essentially. So nothing terrible, honestly.
Yeah.
Superstar, I ain't a rolling stone. I'm greater than that. They know it's back. I'm one of the chosen ones. I ain't a superstar. I ain't a rolling stone. I'm greater than that, and they know it's back. I'm one of the chosen ones. I ain't a superstar. I ain't a rolling stone. I'm greater than that. They know it's back. I'm one of the chosen ones. I ain't a superstar. I ain't a rolling stone. I'm greater than that. They know it's back. I'm just reminding these hoes.
I will say, and I think it's because people out there understand we have to pause and kind of digest and kind of like look at this music very objectively as possible, right? I will say more like because we're hyper focusing on it, it would have been so better after the 2 times him repeating that. It would have like in just going right into the next verse.
Yeah.
That maybe we're nitpicking, but it's just something to me like maybe if you just 2 times and like maybe the song's like 30 seconds shorter. But I think it's like a better track. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It would have hit better.
Yeah.
Mud to go, so not so. Me can't go. Can't fly my backbone. Done talking like I lost my phone. Ain't sharing shit, do it on your own. Pay my dues, now I'm in debt for helping shit. Artists make toilet songs. It's time for me, motherfucker. You finna all see, motherfucker. Getting in my rocket ship right now. Can I get a countdown? 3, 2, 1, motherfucker. Who you see under neons? I'm the Nashville they wanna be on. Pull fast and I'm staying hot like my blood type all Freon. I ain't a superstar.
I mean, the one thing I kind of going into the lyrics right here, he's kind of talking about his experience of being kind of like an outcast from Nashville, right? Because he's like a country singer / he does make hip hop, so it's like country hip hop. And on Nashville, how he's been kind of like a outcast, right? Even though he grew up in the back roads over there, and like kind of how he's got, so he's had to kind of gain like just really put his like nose to the fucking grindstone and just like grow his audience organically. And that's one thing I can't ever take away from artists like Upchurch is that genuinely it's authentic growth, right? Like where we see some artists of lesser talent get pushed by these labels into this big following, like with Upchurch, he really did grow his core fan base authentically. And I think that's why you see so many people fucking with his music and fucking with his movement. Like there might be tracks that aren't necessarily like top A quality, right? Maybe they're like a B or something like that. Mm-hmm. But people will like bump it and people will really kind of support him because like he's one of these artists that, really did embrace his fans from a very early on stage. And I think this is kind of Upchurch's way of growing is definitely dope because that's how it's like a way that everyone should grow. You know what I mean? Authentically, building your core fan base. Like you don't really need a label these days. You just don't.
Yeah.
Any other takes on that before I keep going?
No, I mean we're gonna. I think he's gonna chorus out here, but let's just finish it up.
I ain't a rolling stone. greater than that, and they know it's bad. I'm one of the chosen ones. I ain't a superstar, I ain't a rolling stone. I'm greater than that, they know it's bad, 'cause I'm one of the chosen ones. I ain't a superstar, I ain't a rolling stone. I'm greater than that, they know it's bad, 'cause I'm just reminding these hoes.
See? 2 times.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. I like that ending quite a bit, honestly. So that was Superstar by Upchurch.
Yep.
I mean, let's just get right into it. What would you kind of rate this track? 1 out of 10, 10 being the highest.
So I wanna say I love the simplicity of the video, right? Considering
Yeah, me too.
It's not a superstar. I mean, the limo technically was obviously the how do you say it?
Flex.
Oh my God, yeah, the flex, or but outside of that, like he kept it real simple. It wasn't too crazy. Maybe a few visual tricks here or there. It went with the song. I think he did a real good job writing the beat. Again, his verses, the whole track, nothing crazy. Maybe like a BC kind of thing or whatnot. But I give it like a 7. A 7. Like it's not bad. It's not great. My concern about artists like this is, what do you do once you've already covered everything that's happened to you in your life? Because a lot of artists do this, right? They sing about their struggle. They sing about all the things that they're going through and all these different things. But then what happens once you finish telling that story and you have all these fans and you're now at a higher place or whatnot? What do you sing about?
Well, I feel like you could say that about any artist, right? I mean, like
100%.
that's why like some people look at even Jay-Z, Eminem, like once artists reach their success, it's hard to really kind of buy the struggle. You know what I mean? Like, because they've reached that certain amount of success. I think the one thing you have to do as an artist is kind of keep innovating, and maybe he tells a similar story or the same story, but just tells it from a different perspective or tells it a different way. I mean, it really comes down to keep living life and keep having new experiences. That's the way you create new music. Like if you just become stagnant and just rest on your laurels, and you don't go out and do anything or do some crazy stuff, not even crazy stuff, just new experiences, I think it does kind of stagnate you as an artist.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a second video we've done, right? And then even the previous video, which is I forgot how old, right? And then this video is what, 2 weeks old? You said it just came out.
Yeah, about 2 weeks. Yeah.
Same struggle, different song, different way he sung it. Cool, but same kind of topic, if you want to say, like what he did that in that other song, about the redneck, and then
next to Red,
right next to Red, whatnot, and then this, it's like, you said it that way, cool. Now you said it this way, cool. Are we going to hear another version of how you say this? Or are you going to create something new? Are you going to give us a new experience? Are you going to give us something different? Like, and like, that's why I say is like, he's growing his audience organically, which is definitely the way to go nowadays. Record labels, I think, are becoming almost a thing of the past. Yeah. Right? But on the same token, now it's even harder to get higher up and more airtime and all that stuff, because labels are the only ones that not only, but they're the ones that majorly are able to push things to a certain level and get so much airtime and all this stuff. Yeah, they put you in a lot of debt, unnecessary debt, but it's kind of like a give and take. You know what I mean? So,
well, I feel like the new age now is the distribution deals, right? Like that's the new record label, right? Like how like people like Chance the Rapper or a lot of musicians, they won't necessarily be signed to a label, but they'll be signed to like Universal or Sony for distribution, so it reaches like a bigger audience. You know what I mean? It's like it's like putting a lipstick on a pig in a way. It's the same thing in my eyes in a lot of ways.
Yeah. So what do you rate it?
You know what? I liked this overall track. People are probably watching this, think I'm going to nitpick it, but I'll give this an 8 out of 10. You know, when you listen to this track, it's something you can bop to. Beats pretty fire. You know, lyrics are pretty good. You know, like average to above average at parts. You know, like I said, nitpicking at the chorus. If it was 2, I'd probably give it like an 8.5. Like it was just 2 repeatings, two repetitive. Yeah, if it was less little. If it was one less chorus refrain right there, I think we would have been dope.
Yeah.
But you know, I think it was cool, and I liked the music video a lot. It was simple, but effective. It kind of proves that you don't know to have super crazy music videos. Now, sometimes that can help to tell a different type of story that maybe isn't necessarily perfect through the audio. I mean, like Childish Gambino's "This Is America" music video comes to mind, right? Like people remember that because of the music video.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because of the lyrics in the song. But yeah, this was simple, really well good together. I really love the beat. The production was solid, and Upchurch did his thing on this. So I'll give this an 8 out of 10.
Nice.
So that's our thought here on 8-Bit Critique. What are your thoughts? Please make sure to leave your thoughts down below in the comment section. And also, if you have suggestions for other Upchurch tracks or other tracks in general from various different artists, please feel free to put them down below in the comment section. We read all the comments and we kind of put them down on a notepad to make sure that we react to them. So I'm Captain Paul. This is Fajardo, and we'll see you in the next episode. Peace.